this whole video is just me snitching on myself and telling a secret that I've kept for a really long time. It's actually so funny looking back at it, but like in the moment of it, I was like, if anybody from my school finds out, I'll probably kill myself. Girl, I know you wanna. Okay, you saw the title and the intro, so let's just hop right into it. So let me set the scene for you. Since I was in second, maybe third grade, I had a camera at a really young age. I was in about second or third grade. My dad got me a camera because I was really into taking pictures, and the camera was like a camcorder too. So I used to literally videotape myself doing everything and nothing. I was vlogging before vlogging was even a thing, but I wouldn't do anything with the videos. I would just like talk to my camera as if people were actually watching me. And I'd be like, hey guys, walking to the store at my sister's, or like just like playing with like toys and stuff. Like I was obsessed, and I used to watch all the videos back, and it was just like my favorite thing in the world was just having a camera. And what's really funny is, if you guys don't know, my dad was he was a world championship DJ. He was very famous, and he was all about like being authentic and, you know, being passionate, being artistic. So he supported anything that we wanted to do artistically. So when he saw that I was really into like recording things, he even updated my camera, which was like so cool. But yeah, I loved to record things for as long as I could remember. And it's so funny because like back then, like I said, vlogs weren't really a thing. But anyways, and then mindless behavior comes about. I was obsessed, okay? I'm talking learning dance routines, obsessed, begging my mom to get me the hard copy of every single CD that came out. Obsessed. I even actually ended up meeting mindless behavior, no joke. I'll see if I can find the picture, but that was a hot mess. But yeah, obsessed with mindless behavior, and they were just the best thing that ever happened to me, period. At that age, like, you could not convince me that mindless behavior was not the best thing that ever happened to me. So when I am online, of course I'm consuming a ridiculous amount of mindless behavior content on the internet. And now we get into the day and age of like fan stories, like fanfics. So yeah, as I was watching videos about them every second of every day, I came across a community of people on YouTube that wrote stories about mindless behavior. Now I'm gonna start here. I know like the whole fanfic thing is like, oh, that's so gross. Like, young Nyra was not into any of those like gross sexual fanfics. I like the wholesome ones. Like, you went on a date with them because they saw you in the crowd and they picked you up. They picked you to come up on stage. Like, that was very much like, oh my God, you know? So yeah, I discovered those and I became obsessed, and I thought it was the coolest thing in the world. And so naturally, you think something's cool. When you're in middle school, you think something's cool. What are you gonna do? You're gonna join the party. And this is where it gets crazy. So I started writing stories too. Like I said, it was never anything like sexual or gross. Like, I was just not that kid. But yeah, I used to write little mindless behavior stories. Sometimes there weren't even like other girls involved. Like, it was just like stories about them. And this sounds so stupid, but like this was my life. And I posted my first couple of I posted my first story, and I remember coming back like a week or so later, like back to my channel, and people had watched it. It had like 200 views or something like that. And that was like big to me. Like, I'm in like 6th grade and I didn't think anybody was even gonna pay no attention to what I was doing on the internet. And I leave it for a week and I come back, and not only did it have like 200 views, but like back then, like the fandom communities back then were like really tight, especially like on YouTube. And so it had like a bunch of comments and people were talking, oh my God, this is so good, keep going. I was like really shook, for real. So I listened to the comments and I kept writing them and I kept writing them. And literally like overnight, with every video I posted, I gained popularity. And I remember, like, I gained popularity to the point where I was thinking to myself, like, people I go to school with better not find this page. I had it hard enough in middle school. Everybody already hated me and found 20,000 reasons to bully me. So I was like, yeah, nobody I go to school with better not find this page, because it'll really be a wrap. But it got to the point where, like, I had made friends that wrote stories as well. And I had girls that liked my stories so much, they were like, can you please use my name as one of the, like, the characters in your story? It was like nuts. And so I also, like, say I couldn't post, and like I had fans, y'all, like, for real. My views were like getting up to the thousands is when, like, people were reading my stories. And so it was to the point where, like, if I didn't post, people would be like, you said you were gonna post today, what happened? Are you busy? So I had to literally start updating these other, like, my other fellow friends, and like these girls that are just as young as I am, that are like so pressed over these stories, like, hey guys, not gonna be able to post today, you know, stuff like that. And so I started making videos like that actually, like, had me talking in them. Like it started off as just like, hey guys, I can't post today, you know, just a video of me talking, I can't post today guys, I'm doing this, so I'll post tomorrow, or I'll be posting in 2 days, you know, I need 2 days off. I thought I was the hot stuff because people were checking for me. And then people started actually being interested in what I was saying, which was crazy to me. Like people actually would watch the videos of, like, me just talking, because it very slowly progressed from, like, hey guys, can't make a video today, to like, okay, so this is what happened at school, or like, this is what happened with this boy I have a crush on, like, you know what I mean? And it was all so innocent, and it's so funny that I did not notice at the time that, like, how big it could have been if I kept pursuing on that channel. So yeah, it went from me always talking about, hey guys, can't make a video today, to me just talking to people, and people were actually listening. And now in my real life, I was going through a very hard time at school. Not in my, like, personal life or with my family or anything at this point, just at school. And when you're in middle school, it feels like middle school is the most important thing in the world. So school was going so terrible for me, and people were just so nasty and mean to me, and just, like, would bully me for the stupidest things. And, like, it was so funny. Like, I was the real world Hannah Montana. I would go to school and everyone would hate me. And then I had a YouTube account where I would log on and people would be so excited to talk to me, and so excited when I posted a video. And it was just so weird. Obviously I didn't tell anyone at my school about this going on. The only person I told was my mom. I didn't even tell my sisters. Just because, like, that ain't none of their business. But I told my mom because my mom and I have always had a very trusting relationship. I've always been like, I know for a fact I can tell my mom anything going on in my life. And so I told her, and my mom was, like, so chill. My mom was literally just like, just don't talk to strangers. Like, you know, she understood that I was making videos and, like, I was interacting with people my age, but she was like, you know, don't give out personal information to strangers, you know, stuff like that. But my mom has always been very accepting and very motivating as far as, like, what I wanted to do. And so my channel slowly went from writing these mindless behavior stories to me actually having a group of people that were interested in what I had to say. And I mean, like, after award shows would come on, I would do, like, award show reviews, like me reviewing the VMAs, and it would be like, essentially Get Ready With Me. It's like literally I would be in my bathroom, like, doing my hair while I was talking about the VMAs. And, like, that's so funny because stuff like that is so reassuring to me that I'm not following trends, you know? I'm not doing YouTube because everyone else is doing it. Like, this has been a dream, or not even a dream, just a passion. It's been a passion of mine, just talking, connecting with people. I don't know. I just don't even know how to put it. But just at such a young age and being on YouTube at a time where there were maybe 10 people tops that were actual influencers. We're in the ages of Shane Dawson, iJustine, Niga Higa, you know. Being a YouTuber is not a full-time job yet. That's just not a thing. That's not it's not even a part-time job yet. It's not a thing. You don't get paid. You are just making content, you know? And it's really reassuring when I remind myself, I'm not doing this for money. I'm not doing this because I want to get rich off YouTube and be one of these YouTubers that's buy these expensive cars and these fancy houses. I genuinely have always loved connecting with people. But yeah, the channel slowly went from me writing fiction stories to me just talking to people. And I wish at such a young age I understood what having a platform was, but obviously I didn't, and I can't fault myself for that. And then another thing that is so funny about like that time in my life is I remember like so many people wanted to be a part of my stories, like for me to use their name as like one of the characters in the story. They used to literally like audition, you know what I mean? Like we were, oh my god, this is so stupid, but we called them like casting calls, as if it was like a movie or something important like that. And we would be like, okay, comment down below your name, your age, and 3 things about you, or like 3 reasons why you want to be a part of this story, and blah blah blah. And so many people would actually do it that it like literally blew my mind. And like I said, I didn't understand what a platform was, but I was still like, oh look, a lot of people kind of know me. One of the parts that really like resonated with me about that time in my life on YouTube though, I made a lot of like friends. A lot of the girls we used to actually like, or there were like 2 girls that I was like actually friends with. The names were Brianna and Miracle. I actually remember that. And we actually like had exchanged numbers. We had FaceTime. They were like real people. We were the same age. And it was so crazy to me because it was like, wow, I'm really out here being Hannah Montana. Like everyone in my real life hates me, and then I go online and people are like, oh my god, we're so excited you're posting a video. There's no big dramatic ending. All of the videos on that account are either privated or deleted with no trace, because I had decided a few years later that I wanted to start like a separate like actual like YouTube account. That remained like a secret. And now that I look back at it, or like if I had the confidence and like the mentality that I have now back then, which is like almost unrealistic because I was so much younger, I just wouldn't have cared. I probably would have told people about it to get my views up. But no one knew about this, and no one would have known about this had I not put this video out, which is so funny to me. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's keeping a secret and being Hannah Montana and living a double life. As I finish up my makeup, we are at the end of the story. This whole video is just me stitching on myself and telling a secret that I've kept for a really long time. It's actually so funny looking back at it, but like in the moment of it, I was like, if anybody from my school finds out, I'll probably kill myself. So that was the story of me being the real life Hannah Montana. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave me a like and a comment and subscribe for more videos. Follow me on Instagram, and if I don't see you on Instagram, I'll see you in my next video.
Girl, I know you wanna, you know I wanna. Yeah, she keep giving me looks hotter than the 6 in the summer. Dead ass, girl, I want. Girl, I know you wanna, you know I